Hello.
You're
What the fuck?
Hey, yeah.
What a way to
back.
start.
Yeah. You gotta let niggas know from New York, you know what I'm saying?
Just gotta say hello. Just hello. Hi.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Is anybody out there? All right.
What song was that?
I have no idea, bro. I heard a white person say it one time. I just been riding. I just been riding it ever since.
I get that.
Yeah. But hey, we are back. Hey, it's your boys. Oh, hold on. We need the intro first.
We back. Where we go?
I got a story. I got a story to tell.
Wait, hold on.
I got a story to tell.
My favorite part is that you're going to go back and you're going to listen to all our other episodes, and you've been pretty consistent on how you've been starting them out. So this is wild to me. I was ready for you to go through the motions, but you all right?
No. Because you know what? I was going to pop it. I was going to come through, just wing it. But like, I feel like we can't just start it off as flat as like, I ain't coming to enough energy. So now I got to tell a story or hit the beat and we're going to pop it off right.
No, that's terrible. No, you tell the story first.
I want the
you got to tell the story first.
I want the story first, and then we'll do the intro, and then we'll do Big Fridge. Because that's how we always do it.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll be honest. I do not have a story. I thought that for sure y'all would let me freestyle and then we'd have been good to go. So now,
all right, fuck it. I got like just two random things that I questions.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Hey, okay. I'm glad you're here to save us.
Save me. Just one question. One, do you guys know what the largest male penis right now is currently on record?
On record?
Yeah.
Male human penis.
Yeah, male human penis.
Assuming at attention, not just no.
Oh wait, do you know if it's flaccid or erect?
I don't know.
I bet it's erect because nobody gives a shit about.
But based on what I'm gonna say,
I don't know, bro. We got the 17-inch boy flaccid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you got bro, I'm telling you,
it's got to be erect. It's got to be erect.
If not,
the Guinness World Record.
No, I'm talking about this is the largest
documented penis
on record right now.
Yeah. I'm saying 13 and a half.
Okay.
No. It's more than that, though.
No, it's right around the Guinness World Record.
No,
like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Hold up, bro. It's 14 and a third.
Okay. What do you say?
So here's the problem. I'm gonna give you two guesses because you don't know if it's erect or flaccid. So I'm gonna give you my flaccid John. I'm gonna give you my erect John. I'm assuming once you get to a certain size, you ain't really growing too much because the blood ain't feeling right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say flaccid. 13. What'd you say?
He said in a third.
13.5 is my just guess overall.
13.6.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you just fucking priced it right. Cool.
Erect, I'm gonna say 15.3.
So,
boy.
Oh damn.
He don't even know.
You know what?
You fucked it up?
Yeah.
How'd you fuck it up?
How'd you fuck it up?
Give me a second. I need a conversion chart.
Oh, it's in centimeters? This nigga about to say like 40.
93. Be like, what? Hey, you know what? Jamie, I'm so glad you're here, man, because this could have been very awkward. I came through, said I had a story.
Nope. You know what? Nope. Never mind. It wouldn't be centimeters. Lied. It is inches. 18.9.
Oh, God. Man. Long dong silver. God.
That's
crazy. What did you type in?
I don't know.
Longest meat.
Yeah.
I didn't type. I typed in nothing. This was something that
you typed in nothing.
I was told this. I was told this, and then I just took it as.
Have you ever seen? Hold on. Have you ever seen?
Did it?
No.
Right now, I just typed in the conversion chart, and I was like, nope, it's definitely not because 18.9 centimeters inches is like 7.5.
You ever seen Minority Report?
My shit's 7.5, so I know that can't be right.
You never seen Minority Report? So they got a bunch of teenagers in a pool of milk, and then they predict crime. So Tim sits up.
Hold on, a teenager in a pool of milk.
No, it's not milk, but sure. What a good description.
So they have teenagers in milk. Like they shave them bald, they put them in, and then they put them in the milk and they make them see crime. So the reason why he didn't have to look that up is because when Jamie go home, he cut his hair off.
What is it?
He dip himself in milk, and then he can see dicks. Yeah, that's how he knew.
Milk or milk?
Milk.
Oh, like MEELK?
No, come.
Got it.
Real quick.
Got it.
Hold on. I would like it to stop for a moment.
No, let the people fact check us. If I am wrong, please search and then hit us back up.
Send them in the comment.
Pause the video. Hold on. Pause the video. Pause whatever you're listening to. Research. Go to our YouTube channel. When Awesome Collides. Put in the comments what the answer is. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. Or on Facebook. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. Now unpause. Go ahead.
13.5.
That's wrong.
Oh, I was right.
Where did you? You said 13.6 to Price is Right me. I said 13.5. I said 13.5.
No. I use the logic like, whenever you like.
Stop.
No,
Where
we
did you-
measure. No. Because like I'm
I
assuming
want
they
to know where he heard his thing that he was off by. You're off by.
Don't worry about it.
right. So
Oh my
hold
God.
on.
I'm just saying what I heard.
This
and
is
that's
one
a fact.
This is what I'm going to tell you. I'm right
That's facts.
because they don't measure the dicks like I measure my dick.
Yeah.
I measure my dick. I push the mount. I push my pelvis back so I get the extra feet.
You get the extra. Yeah, you get the extra.
I get the extra inches.
Yeah.
They probably just said they pulled out the ruler. Boom. No, if I were there, I'd have been like,
So then it would arguably be longer than 13.6 if you get.
So probably erect, it might be gains like 5 inches.
yeah, so I'm right.
Tim, that's erect. Nobody measures them
Oh,
flat.
here it is. Sorry, 50-year-old
Damn, my nigga, half a century with the schmeat.
Robert Cabrera has smashed the previous record with his mammoth penis measuring an incredible 18.9 inches.
Yeah, what a king.
Where do you see that?
I don't know. Maybe your internet sucks
Yeah,
because you don't
get
even
a
know how to
better
Google,
Google,
bro.
nigga.
You don't know how to Google. You just start using Google like a month ago.
That is true. You are.
okay,
you
yeah.
are.
Was
So
he
you
a
don't know how
baby
to
nigga?
Google.
Was
No,
you a baby
no. What he does, remember, he only types in the word. He only types in the confirmation to what he's asking,
No, I
and
didn't.
then clicks the first thing. Right, that's you knew you. You would
Oh,
feel
I see.
like if somebody say,
How
"Is the
His
Earth flat?"
penis 13.5. It's
Right.
like, yes, that's
he
the
would go,
biggest
"Is
penis.
the Earth flat?" That's how we would ask, but he would go, "The
Damn.
Earth is flat." Yes, and then when the first thing would say, "Yeah,"
So extreme confirmation bias.
yes,
Wow, that makes
Now-
total sense. That's very on brand for you.
it's super on brand.
I will say, I need to remember that just because the first 3 or 4 things
Yeah.
corroborate my belief,
Yeah.
and I assume that going further down,
That person you're talking about, his name is Jonah Falcon. His
Yeah.
penis.
Yeah, that was the one dude whose foreskin could go over doors.
It said.
I remember him from a couple
Yeah.
years ago back on HBO.
if I make it, if
Hold
I
on,
make
Mike.
it
Hold on.
down,
What HBO show?
You know the one with the the one after the
Taxi cab.
Oh,
Taxi cab
no,
confessions.
you know
Nah. Everybody know Taxi Cab Confessions.
everybody
talking
knows
about
Taxi Cab Confessions. I'm
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
like after a while, after like 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
HBO will have like
No, it was like 11. No, hold on. Is that Cinemax?
no,
I know
Cinemax had the softcore shit. Like this
Damn.
this was literally just him talking
I
about
just now got 2 Chainz's lyric.
oh my
Life
I
should
god,
should be on cinema. Yo, he talking about fucking. My nigga, yo, he talking about he living on that R-rated. Yo, what?
my boy.
You know how long I've been quoting 2 Chainz and I just now got that reference?
true enough.
said
Now
2 Chainz.
I found something
Champagne.
fun.
Right.
I found something fun.
Hold on, you want true? That's true enough.
I already jumped to that.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You know what's no lie?
No lie.
Our intro.
Cue it.
Oh, but hold up. I got.
Nigga, I swear to God, if you ruin another perfect segue.
You're on with Maui, D-Mark, X, and Jamie. And this is When Awesome Collides.
That's the first time we've actually played that.
Hold up.
Sounds way better in person. I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on. I want to tell you the cool thing I found.
Okay.
I've never even looked this statistic up before, and I guess it makes sense it exists.
We used to talk about penis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dicks.
All right.
It has ranked the countries on the biggest erect.
It's the Congo.
Congo
I'm
number
pretty sure
one.
the
No.
Congo.
What?
Who beat the Congo?
No. As
Jamaica.
compared to the percentage of their height. So
Oh, that's a very
Ecuador,
skewed.
no, but Ecuador, the average person, their erect dick is almost 11% of their height, which it could be smaller. The Congo, yeah, somewhere in I think Congo comes in at like an average
Yeah,
of
them motherfuckers just slinging.
7,
Yeah.
Slinging.
No, it was
7 erect, something like
Congo
that.
just.
But I've never thought about the percentage of my height that my dick
dick?
would be. And that's just a fun thing to
Mine probably like 1.
Yeah, that's nice.
1%.
Yeah, at most.
That's rough because you short.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
Yeah, hey, man,
Short man,
slow
short
the meat
dick.
out. Hey,
Yeah, let's go.
I'm slow the meat out.
Hey.
Ooh. Okay, I ain't gonna over brag on the
Yeah,
street.
yeah.
Imagine saying like,
Nah.
imagine saying like, hey, I got that Tonka truck,
Yeah.
and then they come in and be
They're
like,
pulling up with the Mini Cooper.
yeah, you know, nigga, that's fantastic.
Some people like Mini Coopers.
Some people do. Hey,
Not
you know,
a single. Get out here.
Hey, listen, if you
Minis
got
are
that
neat.
big garage that fits a Tonka truck, let niggas know.
A
You know what I'm
Tonka
saying?
truck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna say? No,
Like
no,
a
no.
real Tonka
I'm gonna
truck?
give you an analogy. I know, you know me, I know, but I've never been to a restaurant, got a plate of food and be like, damn, I'm so mad they brought so much food.
No.
But I have, hold on. But I have been like, damn, there's not enough food on this plate. I don't think there's any, you know what, hey, women on the, hey,
You're
women,
doing it the wrong, you're thinking about it the wrong way. Look, I have never been mad that more food has been brought to the table, but I am upset when I feel bad after I finish the whole thing. I prefer to get the right amount because you may eat with your eyes first, but you feel it with your stomach later.
That's what, right. She
And your
feels
right.
right. That's what I'm saying. I want to feel it in the
Right.
stomach after I want to be like,
But you don't keep going back for stomach aches. You keep going back when it hit just right. So you may
baby bear porridge.
I ain't never heard it. They just be like, oh, just the appetizer? I'm like, no, that's it.
sometimes all I order is the appetizer.
Hey.
The appetizer is the best part of the thing on the menu.
If you ever been to a fine dining experience, they don't give you a whole lot of meat now. You know what I'm saying? They come through a little bit.
I mean, that's what.
It's the
I'm just
A
saying.
little bit
proportion.
across like 15 plates.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, where I
You
get
got-
it. He's saying you got to have multi-level skills. You got to have it right.
Yeah,
You
that's
gotta,
hey, if you got a little
Yeah,
meat,
of
you
course
gotta make
it's
sure it's an experience. That's it. Anyways, hey, we're back when Awesome lies. When Awesome
You
comes
say-
lies.
You say
my bad.
awesome come almost every time you say it.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad that we got this out of the way now. Welcome back to When Awesome Collides with Maui, X, and D-Mark, also featuring Jamie in the back. We are here. We're here to deliver another quality episode for your ear holes. Here we are.
But first, Big Fridge.
Oh,
After our sponsors.
Big
Yeah.
Fridge. He's our sponsor.
Oh, we don't have sponsors.
No, we do have sponsors.
Jerk
we have,
Mate.
hey, shout out
Jerk
Great White
Mate.
Hope.
shout out.
Great White Hope.
Oh, and Great White Hope.
Great White Hope.
Every episode.
Jerkmate. Hennessy.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't got none of these. They gonna-
Four
we better
Loko.
get sued.
I'm not going to lie. That's
gonna
actually
sue
my
us?
biggest fear. My biggest
No, actually, you can't get sued as long as you don't, if you just say jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, hashtag jokes.
Jokey jokes.
Hashtag jokes.
Oh,
yeah.
As long as I
Hashtag
keep
jokes.
tagging things jokes in all of our social media stuff, I've done nothing
I hope
wrong.
that's
It's
not.
just satire.
I hope you're not going because when you say this isn't financial advice, you're still legally liable for what you tell people on the internet.
No.
But you're,
But you
You
are
know what?
though.
That
But
is
you
what
are.
Alex Jones is finding
Right,
out
but
right
you
now.
are right.
Alex
you
Jones.
can't just say this is not financial advice and then say bet all your money on Dogecoin and then everybody.
But
loses
don't do it though.
But don't because you know how when you're a friend you tell us like, hey man, I mean if it was me now I wouldn't stand for
Right.
that. But that's just me though.
Yeah.
The that's just me though.
Yeah.
Technically makes you legally culpable
No.
because you're not allowed to.
That's on you though. You stand on your shit. I'm saying if it was me, this is what I do. You though, I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just letting you know that the law doesn't protect you from. That's just me though.
I don't know, bro.
I gave Xavier financial advice one time. I told him put it all on black.
Did it work out?
So, here's the story.
You actually are entitled to financial.
Call Von Wamsley.
So it was almost the first, I think it was like the first time we really like hung out in Vegas for the GameStop conferences and everything. And I hadn't gambled before and I was broke as fuck. And I got a little litty. We were at like Gordon Ramsay Burger or something before that, right?
California pizza.
No, either way.
Gordon Ramsay burger came later when we got money.
That's
Yeah, I was gonna
California
say.
pizza. Okay.
This nigga was like, I'm broke, but I'm at Gordon Ramsay's.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
what?
GameStop gave us a
Yeah, but
little
we
bit of
spent
money.
that out all on alcohol.
But I sold my blood though, so I always had a little extra.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because if you gave them your blood, they gave you like a $50 gift
I
card.
do remember that. Yeah.
I gave him no blood.
But anyway,
So
so
here's that checkup. Here's money on your card. Like, damn, all I have to do is have somebody tell me I'm out of shape and dying. Ooh, I knew that already.
but we ate and I got a little drunk and I'd never played blackjack before and I had made a couple $100 and I was just sitting there playing. I'm drunk as fuck. And then Jamie starts yelling at me. He's like, go to roulette. He goes, you could double. You'd have like, it would have only been like $600, which at the time was
a ton of money.
ton of money. Like,
Hey, hold on.
Still is a ton
Sorry
of
to
money.
interrupt your story. I want you to know, anybody out there who does not know X, the concept of him saying it would only be $600 when I first met him, $600 would have been what he needed for the month. You know what I'm saying? He said 600 ain't nothing now. Love it.
yeah.
Glow up.
Why you look confused? No.
Finish your story, brother.
Oh, okay. Well, Jamie out here fucking with the camera. But so Tim had, offered some advice. I was a little drunk and I had made a new friend and I felt really confident. And
You ain't
I
got a
went
lot of
over
those.
to roulette and I threw it on black and I lost. And then I screamed in the middle of the casino, black is the worst color in roulette and friends. And then I went back to the hotel room, but I screamed it so loud as Tim is sitting there laughing his ass off at me because I had just lost my $300 when I didn't even go to conference that year with $300. I went with like 75 of my own money and thought that, I was living. So yeah, black's a bad color for roulette and friends. And I've said that
every day,
every day for 8 years now. And look at me now.
The suckiest part about that, hearing that story, is that it makes Tim sound like a predator.
And I'm Tim is a predator for sure. Like,
especially if they
right. But hold up, we'll get. Oh, that was great too. We got to do big fridge.
Would you say you felt like prey?
Prey, yeah. I love it, and I wish you had done it after the big fridge segment because it would have been great.
Big fridge yet?
No.
Oh,
hey.
So we got to roll it. We got to roll it.
Yeah.
I will never let it die.
Okay.
I was gonna say
I'm getting all of them, and I will be putting out a big fridge EP. I'm going all out. It will have
all right,
Maui.
28 songs on it.
You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
I feel you ready.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the camera. I don't see you
all
ready.
Right. Yeah, we good.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Predator.
Yeah. Predator, nigga. About to come in hard because I've been missing a couple of weeks. Coming in hard. About to hit this beats like anything been hit before. Missing the beat, but we coming back. We ain't missing this time. Coming through again. About to miss it again, but here we are and y'all niggas enjoyed it. Yes.
Ooh.
One.
Spoken word.
Hold up. He said predator nigga and then didn't say anything about it. But
That's it.
You know what I felt? You know what that felt like to me? That felt like a 90. What's the one with Coolio?
Yeah.
Keenan and Kel. That sounded like that felt like a Keenan and Kel intro.
I was kind of going with that.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I tasted the orange soda in my mouth.
Yeah.
It felt very.
I don't
Keenan
think we
and Kel.
watched the same Keenan and Kel, but
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You not see Coolio in the beginning?
That felt like a very
Coolio.
90s
Okay.
Keenan and Kel intro.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
Blueface didn't live in the 90s, I don't think at all. So
Nah, but see, the thing about Blueface that he'll miss the beat completely and keep going. Sometimes I'll jump in it, but jump right back out of
He
it.
double dutching on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He double dutch on the
That's
beat.
it. Yeah.
yo, you're double dutching on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't see the artistry?
I love it. No, I love it. No, I love it. I'm just disagreeing that it
I
felt
love
like
the dance. I love the dance because he in the bushes. He in the bushes.
Yeah.
You see the beat over there?
Yeah.
You see the beat over there? He might not get to it today,
No.
but he know it's coming.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I jump in and jump right back out and dip out.
It's a thrill of the hunt.
Yeah.
Stop.
He trying. I love it though. If you haven't gathered from all the Predator and Prey reference,
And not sexual ones this time.
oh God,
Did we have some before?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When?
they were
Oh,
rough.
boy.
Are they on Patreon?
Yeah. No, they're
No.
on.
Hey, if they are on Patreon for $3, you can go listen to them right now.
Yep.
Last week's episode, we sat and talked about fucking CNC contracts. Anyway, this was supposed to come out last week. It didn't, just because life gets in the way occasionally.
Hold on.
They don't know that.
How would they thank you? What a weird thing to
because
say.
Maui posted it on our socials that it was the episode that was coming out.
No, I said scoop by 2 Nah, that's nothing. Nobody know what the fuck
Scoop
that
two
means.
I didn't read it. I saw
I
the
know you
picture
didn't.
and
Yeah, we
that
got to
was-
go.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, too
what I
sad.
meant was it was supposed to come out this week. We've all had a chance to watch the new Predator movie. It's called Prey, but it's a new Predator movie. We've all had a chance to watch it, and we, wanted to discuss it because I think collectively we have some things to say that are the opposite of what the internet is saying.
What is the internet saying? I have no idea.
So, and here's the
internet is loving it.
Right. So the problem is your guys' internet, because internet is subjective depending on how you type shit in. So I actually am pretty close to the circles that the confirmation biases that I'm in. But you might actually be surprised with my take. So I'm not gonna go first because
Now you got to go first.
damn. Okay. So
Nah, let me jump in there. I got you.
Yeah.
No, it's okay if you don't go first.
okay, go ahead.
I got you.
Well, hold on. You know who I want to go first? Who?
Rock, paper, scissors. Who goes first? Let's see. Battle out.
You know who I want to go first?
Three-way.
I want you to go first.
You want me to go first?
Because this will lead real good into something we're doing later. And I say later as if it's going to come out concurrently. So now it's fine. You have to put this out in the exact order that we talked about
telling him
for
that
this to work. I know.
Damn. Why?
Go ahead. You go first.
Ah, shit. I mean, I guess it is usually good when I go first because that ends up making the episode 10 times longer and y'all just.
No, but I don't want that today.
I know. But you know what? This is what's happening. So
We got like 55.
One. I didn't 100% know when the movie took place. It just said 300 like years ago. But I did see it's like 17, 19. Did everybody get that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It tells you the date in the movie.
In the description.
No.
Oh, in the movie at the beginning.
In the movie at the beginning, it tells you the exact year that
You know
the
what
movie
happens
is
when you go pee before you hit play? You miss
Yeah, I'm about
like
to say, nigga, I was rolling up.
before you hit play.
yeah.
Then it shouldn't have mattered. You mean right after you hit play?
I don't know. I got an Xbox that says like Xbox Play and it just start.
Okay.
I respect that.
All right. Yep. I think everybody knew that it was in the early 1700s.
Cool. So do you? Okay. So one, I thought it was a pretty bad movie. I thought it was pretty horrible. Really, the first 40 minutes boring as fuck. The last like 10 minutes or whatever was cool and fun. But it's like Predator 1 it was like Predator 1 just redone with Indians, Native Americans. It was bad. It was very bad. I didn't like it. I don't know if that's the.
I'm incredibly surprised. I'm so surprised.
I did not enjoy it.
That's
I did
crazy.
not
I'm glad he went
enjoy
first.
it. I did not enjoy it at all. I enjoyed moments.
Oh, I get it. It ain't enough. Pew, pew.
Yes.
No. It's not even the pew pew part. It was boring from a standpoint of like, I don't have it. There was not a single character in the movie that was memorable to me. Not a single person. Not to me.
Fair. No, I actually completely agree with you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So at no point I'm like, damn, that motherfucker was a badass. Damn, the girl was cool, but like, she wasn't cool enough. She was like, it's like they.
What do you
it's
mean?
like it's
Elaborate on that for me.
So like, let's say, okay, I'm gonna just say 10's the number, right? So like, if she's a 5,
High 8.5.
like,
High 8.5 is the number.
No. I'm saying like
Like, is she a bad bitch?
like
kid?
she cool, not even hot. I'm just saying like say like I fuck with that character. Like we all watch anime shit. Everybody fucks with somebody in the group of friends or whatever.
Yeah.
So there was nobody in that show that I'm like, damn, I fuck with it. Like this motherfucker, like ooh, doo, like nothing. There was nobody.
stood out.
There was nobody in that show or movie or whatever that I fucked with.
Yeah.
And then I think it was because they tried to put her on a pedestal that was so high, but that pedestal was like a 5.
They tried to put the pussy on the chain wax.
Bro. And nothing. It was bad. One, also, let's see what else I have here. The gore needed way more. Why you got to cut away from every fucking scene when you're about to cut somebody's head off or smash somebody's head in or some shit?
You think it's because they had to put it on
it's rated? It was rated mature. Doesn't matter. It was rated mature and it was streaming. You could do whatever you want. You could do whatever you want.
I honestly have fuck it. We can do a mixed. I think, and this.
No, go ahead. Do your thing. I'm going to pause.
I do think that the possibility of them being less graphic, because they were only less graphic with the Native American people, I think they were trying to not show them get slaughtered, since we have a full cool history of slaughtering them.
Wow. Good reason to ruin your movie. Cool.
But I'm just saying, I think that they were trying to be.
It's crazy because that's actually pretty reasonable.
It is. That is super reasonable.
This movie would have absolutely fucked in the 90s. Because they would have been full dicked on it. They would have been like, they would have jumped at the chance.
No. They wouldn't have watched it because they had a female lead.
The movie would have taken place on
No, Alien had a female lead.
Yeah,
and Ridley, what do you mean did it?
People keep going off on this thing about how we didn't have like strong female leads in movies in the 90s, and I just not even leads, but just really strong female characters.
Hold on. Name me 4.
Okay.
Galadriel from Lord of the Rings, her character's pretty good. Like,
was she the main person?
But also,
I'm
talking about leads.
Yeah, straight leads. Okay,
so you have Ripley.
Princess Mononoke.
You have
She a bad bitch.
Hold on. Tell me the person in the movie.
Princess Mononoke from Princess Mononoke.
Yeah, but I'm talking about this.
Okay.
But yes, I hear you. Hold on.
Well, now I'm gonna forget her name. Alien.
Was she a bitch?
Alien.
That's fair.
What was her name? Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you had Laura Dern in Jurassic Park.
$1 Million Baby.
90s. But
but no, I still consider that old.
That's fine, but it's
just
based
because
off of
the problem with the word 90s is that we think the 90s was 10 years ago.
Yeah. No, I picked movies that.
Right.
No.
Right.
The Alien came out in the 70s.
Right.
Okay, you're putting me on the spot now, and I hate
know.
When did
but you know a little bit about
G.I.
everything.
Jane come out?
Damn, that's so fucking.
There you
funny.
go. Yeah,
Jane was a Drew. Not Drew
90s?
Barrymore. It's not the Drew Barrymore. What's the other D? Bitch?
No, you're right. It's
Demi Moore.
Demi Moore.
Nah, Demi Moore, Drew Barrymore, same thing.
Now, fuck it. I'll come back.
Lara
I'll come
Croft and
back
Tomb Raider?
prepared.
Yeah. All right.
But there's
Tomb
a
Raiders.
ton of them. But
Mila
people just want
Jovovich
to.
and Resident Evil. You feel good?
Was that in the 90s though? That's not
No,
90s.
no,
Yeah,
but no. Again, I'm trying to get to the fact that people think the 90s
We're just saying
were 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Before 2015, they had still implemented. It was not enough, and
Right.
I think Predator Prey definitely wanted to double down on don't underestimate women. Women are like, I get where they were going with it, but I think that
Native
it hurt.
American women who were really
Well, they're savage as fuck. Like that was a whoops.
What a terrible.
wow.
Yeah.
So one.
I didn't even mean it bad because savage now. You're like, that's fucking savage. Like it's good.
No, you meant that.
You meant how you meant
I
it.
actually, for once, I didn't.
Right.
I'm not upset that I said it. I want to go on record saying what a fun joke I made. It feels very 9/11-y, but I didn't mean to do it.
Cool.
Damn.
My next point was so the gore. I wish there was more gore. I wish there was more gore. There was a little bit of gore that did happen. The CG I wasn't a big 100% fan of, but it was okay. Like I said, it was a very big repeat of the first movie. It was basically like just kind of the same situation, but it is what it is. Also, didn't know this, but after talking to a person at a bar establishment that we all go to, Gregory, everybody knows Gregory. Has the Predator ever won? It's like the
in
Predator,
the movies, no.
The Predator
but
has never won.
So in the movies, no, because obviously that's the problem is you can't have them win. But
Yes.
But they
in
always
the comics, they do
They
win.
come back. They come back. Like they go to the next movie and they go to the next movie. Why can't they win if they automatically just go to the next movie? Like,
because people don't want to that. So you've got to follow the hero's tale.
I get, but
So no. You've got to look at this is kind of the thing to think about. The casual fan. It's why it's our thing with my thing with football. That football has become unwatchable to the NFL football has become unwatchable to the hardcore football fan because they equate points to entertainment for the casual fan. So watching defense be impossible to play has made football worse to watch for me. So watching a movie in which the bad guy wins at the end, bad guy in quotes wins at the end would be great for people who are invested in a series, but it's not good for people who want to leave a movie in its like in its purest form. Like every movie you watch is an individual movie. You watched it, you left it, you felt good. For like, if you're used to watching shows, a bad guy can win at the end because in the next episode, eventually at the end of the series, you do not expect an Akami guy killed.
But we have how many Predator movies do we have?
No. Each movie is an isolated incident.
Well, not the AVP ones.
Right.
No.
So if you take those out of it, you've got 5. You have Predator, you have Predator 2, you
AVP.
have Predators, AVP, and
AVP
Requiem.
are
Requiem is a
together.
direct sequel.
Okay, consider them their own thing.
Well, they have to be because they're less of a Predator movie, and they're just trying to. It's like it's like Godzilla
Freddy
versus Kong.
Jason.
Yeah, it's just a fun mashup. But if you look at Predator as a whole, Predator 2, Predators, The Predator, Prey. So there's 5.
Okay.
If you take,
I'll still stand by my initial statement. Like for the casual watcher, for the casual watcher, it has to wrap up neatly at the end. Like it would be cliffhangers for the common man suck.
Yeah.
Like when I see a cliffhanger, I'm like, oh, all right. Let's see what happens next. It's actually going to influence it's funny that you say that because it actually it might not surprise you knowing the review I'm going to give you, given the fact that I think of it this way, that when people walk out of a movie, they want a nice wrapped up, good to go. You can't have the bad guy one. Right. So you got to think the only reason why the people, in my opinion, the only reason the Harry Potter movies were allowed to just like end how they ended, because everybody knew there was an end point to the books. You knew it was all going to work out at the end. So if it ends on a cliffhanger, that's fine because you know what happens in the next one. It's harder for movies to end on cliffhangers because people are like, oh, I'm unfulfilled. I don't know if there's going to be a next one. But if the book is complete, it's going to happen.
Yeah, and I also think that with the Predator movies, it's a twofold because I went back and I fucking ended up watching all of them, even though I didn't really watching the first.
The
2.
second one's like amazing.
Predator 2.
Yeah. Even people hate it. It's so good.
Oh, it is.
Hey, Predator, let's go to gangs in LA.
Definitely.
It's so good.
Yeah. It's so good. It's good from the standpoint of it's campy and bad.
Yes.
Right. Which is not what Predator usually is. So
but it's so good.
Following the first one, that was weird. But for me, I guess I overall agree with your people don't want to end on cliffhangers and the villain doesn't win kind of shit. But with Predator, you go back and you rewatch them. You have one thing for the most part decimating tons of people. So for them to say they lost when, they ended up just losing to one person, and it keeps giving the Predators a reason to come back to Earth, because if the Predators were able to just destroy everything on Earth and never have a dead predator, there would never be another reason for the predator to come to Earth.
Right. From a lore standpoint, they look for the challenge.
Right.
So if that predator doesn't come back, right. So from a lore, they're only going there because they're as a rite of passage. Like, so I don't know if you've looked into the lore of the Yautja and stuff like that. Like they absolutely pride themselves on conquest. Like you can't even, the reason why, which I think is pretty interesting, the reason why like in the movies you can't use long range, like you don't see the predators using long range weaponry, is because you're not allowed to until you've gotten a kill against an alien, like a xenomorph. So, in the movie we watched just now, he didn't use his blaster, his head fiery boy.
He did.
His little he did use it, but
Oh boy, that's actually break.
He used the bow thing because remember that's how she kills him.
Right? No, she used it.
No, he used it.
He used it. He hit.
Damn, he wasn't supposed to.
He put the 3 dots.
Damn.
We don't know if he killed an alien.
That's fair. I don't know if he hasn't killed. That's fair. I don't know if he hasn't killed an alien before. But yeah, like you're not even supposed to. Their whole race is like until you get a hand-to-hand combat kill against a xenomorph, you can't even get. You're not allowed to use any of your long-range weaponry. You have to be able to pop hands first. You have to run the ones before you can even get to use extra stuff.
That makes AVP. If that's the canon of that, then that makes AVP bad. Because AVP, they have them locked up and everyone who goes in there gets one because they don't currently have one. There's a chest that opens and there's 3 guns. And so the 3 people that go in and they use it just in that temple.
Sure, but
fighting those.
You also got to remember lore is only important to people who read comic books.
And I guess it just depends on when that part of the lore came out versus when AVP came out.
Right. So yeah, I mean, when you're watching movies, they want the hero's journey. They want everything to be fine at the end for the most part.
I like the Predator loses because it gives the Predators reasons
to come back.
Still fuck with humanity. I think
I'd be fine if they lost. You be fine if they lost?
You know it's Jamie, are you done with your synopsis?
Oh no,
I think we're kind of doing
just giving talking points. I say things and you guys.
That's why I like this.
This is good.
That's usually how it works.
This is a round robin.
Even though I
conversation.
guess you're actually probably right. It's probably definitely running on the time. But yeah.
No, we're actually good. We're good.
We're 100% fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say I've never watched any of the Alien versus Predator movies.
What?
Or Alien
or the Predator movies before?
None of
Aliens?
Okay, hold on. Then you can have
the pure snow. It's a very pure distilled. So
perfect.
Hold on. Okay. So real quick, I get it. Save that. Finish yours because I'm trying to hear it.
No. I'm good. Mine was purely I'm pretty much.
Here he said he hated it, so we know it's a 4.5 or whatever.
But you've got other points on your.
Not really. Nope. We talked about those. Those came up during this conversation. So
all right. So give us that distilled pure like first time observer.
That's nuts though. Like
I do find that interesting.
Yeah. I'm not a big movie nigga.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, I'm not a big movie nigga. So anytime y'all be like, you ever seen him? I'm like, unless it's like Adam Sandler or like Will Ferrell.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying?
Which
or
are
like
goated.
Saw or, like some horror movies here and there. But I've never, when I talk to Kyle, he's always like, all these cinematic masterpieces you've never seen that came out in the 70s. I'm like, nigga, I'll never watch that. You kidding me? That shit old as fuck. Anyways.
I actually agree with that. You know my rule. If it's been out for longer than 5 years, I don't watch it just because I won't be able to enjoy the nostalgia that other people enjoy. So I just don't watch it.
Yeah.
If I watch a movie that's 5 years old, the nostalgia point is past.
Yep.
So I ain't watching it.
Yep. I agree. But yeah, so I've never seen any of the alien stuff. I saw Prey. And so at first, I think the 15, 20 minutes into the movie, I was a little upset, man, they're trying to do the whole shoehorn thing with, female lead and la, whatever. And then I was like, you know what? Hold on. Wait a minute. Take a second back. I was like, I think I'm just looking for a reason to be upset. Let's take a step back. I'm like, would I be this mad about this movie if they took the female lead and made her like a little boy? No. The movie would smack.
What?
The movie would smack. Yeah.
Boy, that's
not
fair.
that. Not if it was a dude. Not if it was like a little boy. It would be like
if Mowgli was up here outsmarting and piecing them up, that's crazy.
Yeah,
no. I talked to someone about this. I said a Mowgli reference and they didn't get it, and I was like, huh. But no joke. I said the same thing. If this was Jungle Book style, the Predator,
it'd be
the
insane.
Panther, and the fucking bro.
It'd be
and
insane.
I thought I was the misogynist.
No. So I was like,
it could have been a girl too. It would have been better if it was a child.
If it was a child, it would have been way better.
Or a child. It would have been significantly better.
Yeah.
I agree to that.
Yeah. So
100%.
But then I was like, all right.
Hold on the TikTok. Put audible confusion. I'm trying to wrap my head around.
But hold on. So after I was like, you know what? Now that I think about it, so I was like, because they do a lot of tropes, why don't you stop this? you're a girl. You're supposed to be a guy. The whole you're a gatherer, and she's like, no, I'm trying to show that I can be. I can do shit too. It's the whole overcoming. So I was like, all right. At first I was like, oh yeah, women struggle, whatever. And I'm like, all right. right? And I was like, you know what?
Glass ceiling, bitch.
And I was like, you know what? Like, it's not even all that. You know, it's a true story. Like, you know, like women didn't go hunting like that. Like that wasn't a thing that they do. You know, and to go against your tribe and do all that stuff, that's monumental. You know what I'm saying? So like, to look at it from that standpoint, like, all right, let me just stop being butthurt, whatever, because you know, forced, whatever. Like, let me just stop. Like, you know what? All right, this is cool. What?
He said labor. I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
He heard forced.
Yeah.
He thinks labor. It's fine.
Nah, it fits. It fits for sure.
Yeah, I mean, even if it don't, it's forced. So
That's right. Now yeah, I know. But so yeah, so once I changed my mindset, like, you know what? All right, this is cool. And I was like, all right, cool. When they start going through like the hunt stuff and like, I had to carry your ass back, and you know, like I didn't have to do that, and I went back and I got the fucking, what was it, a mountain lion or some shit?
Yeah, they said.
Well, she took out.
Oh, yeah, it was a mountain lion.
it was a
No. Remember, the mountain lion hit her and she hit her head on the ground.
But she
should have
stabbed
died.
it. He says if it wasn't for you, she stabs it on the way down.
Nah, it was like your plan.
No, you're wrong.
She injures it on her way down.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he
does
finished
she?
it off.
I missed that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I missed
He
that.
literally says, if you hadn't basically fucked it up,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to kill it on my own. He goes, really, you're the reason. He's like, it was going to die anyway.
Yeah.
He was telling her that when they were he was about to get fucked up.
I
Which was
misunderstood.
a horrible scene, first of all.
Yeah, no, it was like
Where he got killed.
Okay.
a little bit farther. Okay, anyways. So like, all right, cool. So I was kind of in whatever. And then she was like, all right, I'm gonna still do my thing. Like, you know, she picked up the basket, like, you know, maybe I'll just follow what everybody's telling me to do and stop trying to be like the different person. Like, and then she's like, you know what, fuck that. Now I'm gonna go do my thing. So that was kind of powerful. And then at the end, after everything happened, whatever, she came back, you know, to, you know, spoilers. If you're this far, you don't think there's gonna be a spoiler.
Yeah, that's crazy if you let us get all the way here and just be like, damn, these niggas keep talking about the movie.
Yeah. So then when she went through everything,
crazy.
whatever, and survived and came back with the nigga's head and shit, like I was like, damn, what a powerful moment to like come back and be like, fuck you. And also like, I like how nobody was like weirded out. Like I would be like, what the
calm
fuck?
with this shit.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck did she just bring back? Are
Not
you
only
kidding
that,
me?
not only that, she was like, look at my green fluorescent face paint.
Right.
And everybody's just like, hey.
And then with the mom or whatever came through and was like, nah, this nigga the war chief. If you gonna give it to the other nigga for killing a mountain lion, like this nigga brought back, I don't know what the fuck that is. So like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And I was like, what a powerful moment to be like, fuck y'all, nigga. I told y'all some weird shit was going on, and y'all was like, no, I'll show you, you little pussy. Why don't you go fuck somebody, you bitch? Like, I was like, dang, why they talk to her like that? That's crazy.
I mean, she was like, I see lightning. And they're like, bitch, lightning exists.
right, yeah. I like how everything she said was probable.
Hold on. In general, the problem is, I get that, like I said, this is a powerful moment. Imagine if somebody was like, hey, the wind a little bit too hot today. Some shit must be going on. You telling me not gonna look at it? Like, we just, for everybody who know, I'm just giving you a little story that just happened. So we went to go get some alcohol before the show. Some dude asked me for 55 cents, and I was
Specifically,
like, 55 cents. I don't have it. It's 2022. I don't have cash, let alone 55 cents. So I was in there. I came out, and then I got a call. X called me to go in and get some more alcohol. So I go back in to get some more alcohol. He walked in. He was just like, oh, you got 55 cents? I was like, I just told you I don't. He goes, if you buy me a bottle of gin, I'll give you whatever I have in my hand minus the 55 cents. And I said, why didn't you say, hey,
buy me a bottle of gin.
Buy me a bottle of gin. And I was like, how much more? That would make way more sense. That would be like what is here? Like, hey, this wind is hot. You're like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? The wind is
she
hot?
said stuff that like, you know, make more sense. Like, hey,
No,
man,
but she-
like, you know, why is it like, it was like, you know, she's making a point. Everybody's like, oh, shut up, bitch.
She really wasn't. She was only making an omniscient point. She was making a point as we know what she is. We know that there's some
We have the
nonsense
benefit.
going on. We have the
Fair,
benefit.
fair.
So she's making an omniscient point where she's like these are some big footsteps, and you're like, if on the ground, like if you saw a metal sphere. Right? If you saw a metal sphere with no grooves,
Yeah.
would you immediately go, well, that's alien technology? Or you go, oh, it's just a steel ball.
In all fairness, I'm pretty.
No, I'm
didn't
asking
she
an actual
see
question.
The fucking spaceship too, though.
Sure. But hold on, I'm asking you a question. Like, would you, if you saw a sphere on the ground, would you immediately go alien technology? Or you go as like, within your understanding of something, you'd go, well, this ball, this is probably a metal ball, might be an art installation or something.
You could say
personally-
alien. You could say alien technology, but not from a standpoint of the word like alien, but like alien as in foreign.
Nah, nigga, shut up.
Nah,
Everybody saying that, shut up.
listen. Me personally, if I saw a perfectly smooth sphere in the middle of a field, I would only assume alien technology off rip.
Are you talking about today? In today's
Well,
world?
thank you. In today's world where we have all this media, sure.
Yeah.
No, even in today's world, like you keep saying,
in 1719.
No, it's 17, even more so. I'd be like, what the fuck is that?
but that's why I don't think that they questioned as much about the green blood and shit because they knew that there was an expansive world they didn't
Oh, shit
know
they
about.
didn't know about. They probably, you got to think about this. They were like, I'm Superman. Oh, man. You know what? Go keep going.
No. But yeah, so even to wrap this up, so even like after that all went, everything that happened, I was like, you know what? What a great story. You know, she went out there, she killed a fucking alien. You know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody doubted her. She came
You've
through.
got to say predator.
I'm gonna say alien.
I like that because
alien.
I like that because it actually further proves the fact this nigga just don't.
Yeah. Hey, let you know where I'm at.
Like when niggas be like, yeah. Oh, is that LeBron James? Like, no, it's Kobe Bryant, but that's
LeBron
fine.
James.
Right.
Hey,
Niggas
that's
just
LeBron.
don't, like, but you're close.
Yeah,
You're
like,
close. Like, I
Damn,
get it.
Kendrick Perkins, nice to see you. That'd be crazy as
Like,
fuck.
I'm playing Final Fantasy 13 right now because I ain't ever played it. And my son was like, hey, you look like that nigga. I was like, you mean the nigga with the afro and the chocobo in his head? And he's like, yeah, is that you? I was like, yeah, I swear to God.
Like, damn, that's you right
Are
there.
you telling me I look vaguely like another nigga out there? He was like,
You should have told
I'm
him
not-
yes, though, just so that he would
Nah.
have been super excited and proud that
No,
his
I'm
dad was in a video game.
I'm
Nah,
getting
can
the
you imagine going to
perspective.
school and be like, yo, my dad's in a video game. People would laugh
he
at his
got,
ass.
he got chickens in his head.
That ain't
Like,
no-
nah, bog, chicken. No, nigga. No.
Project
That set
Pat
him
over
up.
here.
Not me.
It
set him up.
ain't, it's like a Slim Hug being like, my dad played baseball?
But his dad,
And then telling
I
you
know.
like 10 years into knowing him.
I like that.
Not even
I respect the hell out of that. My dad was in the MLB. I'm like, what? Yeah, you know.
It took me a very long time to believe him. And I'm not sure I still believe him, to be honest.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Slim Hug.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but continue. So yeah.
No, to wrap it up, but I thought like, it was a cool movie. I gave it like a 7.5 out of 10. It was
Nigga, what?
Yeah, I give it. Yeah, I give it.
He hasn't
y'all
seen.
talk about me.
Hold on. No.
Hold on, 7.5,
Y'all.
6.5. Sorry, 6.5.
Don't
I gave
take it
6.5.
back.
No, I'll take
Don't
it back.
let them- don't let them-
No. Because I meant like, because 5 is average. It was above average to me, so I give it 6.5.
It was
6.5 is
a
what 6.5. Yeah, it's above average. It was a good story. I cried a little bit at the end. Yeah,
Man,
I was touched.
I cried too for a different reason.
Yeah, why? Because you were bored.
Yeah.
Nah, I was touched.
see, a lot of the things.
You gotta think about all the shit she went through. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, just, and you know what? It could be. So I have this weird thing now where like when I see somebody like achieve like their dreams, like I get real sentimental because like I just put myself in their shoes like immediately because not to bring this and talk about robots again, but
Boy, we need a whole video on
That's
that.
some
We
deep-
talked about robots for the
That's
whole
some
season.
deep 2020 cuts right there. Go back and watch 2020 videos, and you're going to hear a lot about my life as a teenage robot or whatever.
Right. Yeah. So anytime I see somebody like, anybody achieves their dreams or like, making big steps towards stuff that they've been kind of like putting out there in the universe, I get really touched automatically. So for me, I was like, dang, everybody told this bitch she couldn't do it. And she went out and did it. And now she came back. Now she war chief. And I was just like, damn, what a good ass moment for that bitch. Like I thought she was an actual person. I was like, damn, what a good ass moment for her. I'm
She
glad that
wasn't
happened
a
to her.
person before.
I mean, she's
No,
Man, you know women ain't people. The fuck you talking about? That's crazy. I ain't seen one woman yet who a person. All I see are like, I'm just like,
Hey,
how the
man.
fuck? Why is this dryer talking?
If y'all see what happened to Andrew Tate, I would not be saying those words, bro. Andrew Tate.
Oh, damn,
He
that's
just
good.
got- he just
jokes,
got-
jokes, all jokes.
All
That's
jokes.
jokey jokes.
All jokes.
That's
Yeah, he was dead ass. We joking.
jokes.
I just
Yeah,
want
we
to know.
jokey jokes.
Cobra, he has some points.
The
But
problem
I'm
is
sure somebody was listening
Yeah,
to
we
Hitler.
agree with
I'm sure
jokingly.
somebody was listening to Hitler and he was like, man,
He spent a little bit
hold
of
on.
facts, yeah.
People own a lot like around here that I don't really think they
Listen.
should. And he was like, yeah, you right. Let's start our own banks. He's like, nah, genocide. They're like, what? Like, damn, I was with you, my boy. Like I was with you, Hitler.
that's-
Right at
that's
the
the
end.
point.
I was like, let's start our own businesses and we go genocide. Damn, and you the president? Damn. All right.
That's the best part though, because like,
I guess
Like, I will
MAGA make Germany again. I guess. Like,
oh no, because you forgot an A. But anyway,
no, that's
Make
what,
America
Right.
Germany again. Yeah.
No, make Germany. Hitler said make Germany again.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a, I'm trying to think of this rabbit.
Yeah, it's cool. He called you out. He's about to roll. We all laughed. He was the one that brought it back. Like, don't make no sense.
You should know that. Hey, TikTok.
I got it. I just
he
took
gonna
the
put this
MA.
on TikTok, and there's gonna be somebody out there like, oh, man. He said, "Magah."
White mediocrity.
It's my favorite. It's my
Shout out.
favorite.
We gonna look in the comments
I'm
so
a-
we can put this shout out. Hey, whoever you want to call, I said, hey, won't he do it? Because like that was my favorite comment. He's like, look at this white mediocrity kid.
So for anybody that's listening, that we started a TikTok last.
You started a TikTok. Hell yeah! Shout out X.
I always say that. Like I really
Shout
want
out.
you to. I know this is
Hold up real
interrupting, but
quick.
hold on, no.
let's make him
I'm
cry real
interrupting
quick.
you. Hey, you do what I say. So I want to say, let me congratulate you. So I'm saying, hey, shout out, man. A lot of people think that like we put in work. Nah, man. Really, X out here, he putting in. Say Great White Hope. X, y'all,
Shout out.
if y'all make the engine go. Y'all the white goop that make. Y'all the white goop that make all this slide. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all the, hey,
You the KYs to the bus sex. You heard? Yeah.
100%.
Hey, this BBC wouldn't be going if the white goop wasn't.
That's what I'm
moving
saying.
It up.
Hey,
You feel me?
Booty butter would
Like,
not make
he-
the. I'm telling y'all,
he
the booty
care.
butter of
He
WA3C.
care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when they say, you know, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. This nigga must never work because he
Never.
out here, he doing it. He doing it.
Right.
I appreciate everything you do.
Hey, for
And I
real.
want you to know if you've never
Every
felt
goddamn
appreciated,
thing.
if you've never felt appreciated before, I want you to know I'm after this. Literally, as soon as I finish the sentence, I'm gonna go back to making fun of you.
No. Hold on. You know what? Hold up, bro. Hey.
Oh, speaking of that,
Hold up, bro.
it's almost September. September 1st was the first ever.
stand
Hey, hey.
up. Hold on, stand up and
shut
clap
up.
for this nigga. Hey.
I hate all of this.
This man right here does all of our he does all of our editing. He makes sure he makes sure he looks the best. But you know what? That's a gripe we can have later on. But I really am proud to
Hold on. He said he looks the best. He looks pretty terrible. Like
that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why that's what I'm saying.
It's just he makes himself look bad, but he looks fantastic.
It's like, you know, Randy Orton, probably a cool dude outside of
Cool ass dude.
but
I put out one video where I was clearly being the problem and everyone agreed with me, which was
That's the internet.
right. I wasn't expecting that though, which was great. But again, it just leads back to the point. I got to go look up who said it because apparently he did it like 5 days ago and I just don't remember or I missed it. But everybody else was basically saying, yeah, it's fine. Like he's got you. He knows something about everything. And then somebody responded, look at white mediocrity continuing to get celebrated or applauded or something.
Oh yeah.
And I
boy.
just fucking
Shout out.
my boy, shout out.
I was
Shout out.
like-
We're gonna put your name in there. He gonna put your name, he gonna bring up your comment, put it on this clip.
We need to put it on frame it and put it behind him.
Right.
Oh, do we own the
Yeah, we all
comment?
know. Yeah.
If he said it on our thing?
Yeah.
Oh shit, we could turn it into like a fucking t-shirt.
Yeah, hey, boy, we're gonna reach out to you and by him. We're gonna reach out to you.
He, him, they,
if you
'cause we
want
don't know.
you were gonna reach out to them.
Yeah, there you go.
And if you would like, because we're gonna frame it. If you would like X to take a picture next to that frame, and we'll send it to you personally. Let us know because it really will be framed. We ain't got no more money around here. Yeah,
It was my favorite comment by far.
yeah, no doubt.
Shout out.
So, you guys have anything else to say about Prey?
Yeah, I've got a ton,
Yeah,
but I
hit
want
it.
you to finish what you got.
No, I'm good. That's it. Like I
Okay.
enjoyed it.
X, go ahead.
6.5.
Let's go.
So, okay. No point in doing the thermometer at 6.5. I don't like it
High
nearly as
4.5.
much. Okay.
It's
So
the lowest 4.0.
hold on.
No, me.
Oh, you. Good
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
I don't understand how as a 92 on Rotten Tomatoes, I don't understand.
Because feel good.
It's not even feel good. I don't understand how so many people fuck with it so heavy first off. Like I just don't. I don't hate it as much as it sounds like Jamie and D-Marks might not be hated. It might end up just being points made about why it's not as good as what other people say. For me, I didn't mind. There were aspects of it that I really, truly did enjoy. I think the slow burn was, it's more indicative of horror, quote unquote, movies now. It was less of a monster movie, which the last several Predators have been. They've been more monster movie, less of going after horror. It's just been like, we're gonna play off Predator. So I didn't mind the slow burn. First hour and 10 minutes, I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay, it's cool. You get to see how these people would take on a Predator, how this other shit. And then like Maui was saying, it's one of those things where she thought differently. She tied a rope to her axe and everybody's like, oh, bitch, what do you think you're going to lose it? And she goes, I know I'm going to lose it. That's why I tied a rope to it. And then then they had the bear scene. And I was like, this is the stupidest thing ever. The bear would have fucked her up and not chased the dog because she was right there. And it also almost ate the predator. Whole thing. Two things I really liked about the movie that made me glad I at least saw it, because I am a fan of the that genre of movie that is where in the 80s or the 70s they had one cool idea and then they just beat the shit out of it with a bunch of bad ideas, but it's still just fun to watch. This Predator design I have not seen before. It was unique to this movie. So for me, that was cool. Just getting to see a 300 years ago Predator.
Real sick. It was like,
so the Predator,
cool as fuck.
This might be my favorite
also,
Predator design.
It's also kind of stupid.
No, right.
It was stupid from a practicality standpoint.
Sure, yes.
Super cool from like an aesthetic standpoint.
It looked dope as hell.
Looked real cool. It's
So-
like when bitches in anime or like any MMO, the less they have on, the more powerful
Armor they have.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that same concept where I'm like, nigga, put some shit on. Like, if you can't go out hunting like that, like, I felt like, but
Yeah, no, and I feel
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
But the design of the Predator in this one, different than all the other Predators.
It was good.
The only other movie that tried to deviate highly from that was Predators, when they had the dogs and all the other shit. And some of that seemed really just hokey to me. But this Predator design, fucking cool as hell. I guess I'm different than Jamie. I liked the scene. I liked the fight scene between her brother and the Predator. Was it the best
It's not
as
the
it
fight
could have
scene that I
been?
thought was bad. It was his death.
Well,
scene.
right, because
Yeah,
they did
it
the
could have
same.
been way cooler.
Well, they did
Yeah.
it felt in horror movies when someone drops their phone,
It was very staged.
right, when someone's like,
Yes.
oh, my phone, it's slightly too far away. It's like, hey, if you had that the whole time, why didn't you make a call?
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh man, our greatest hunter, nigga just gone.
Right.
And then he pops up and he's like, damn, look at all these L's I'm taking. It's like, what? How are you the greatest hunter? If you,
You the
come
war
on,
chief.
man. You the nigga.
Well,
you're
he
supposed
got caught by a bunch of people with guns.
No, sure.
But-
Hold on. That's not what I'm talking about. If he was
fighting the
one-on-one,
predator.
so he was one-on-one, he was like,
He was already
Yeah, he
fucked
was
up
eating.
though. But he was already fucked up.
No,
They
he was-
beat the
no.
shit out of him when they caught him.
Okay, so you know what? Again,
So I'm saying again,
Have you
sometimes
ever
when I watch things, I try to give at least a
Right.
little consideration to the headspace of what they were thinking. Was it executed well? Not really. Do I wish that there was more gore in them because fucking AVP is PG-13 and had more gore than that movie? I absolutely do. And that movie didn't need to be rated R, honestly.
You know what? I
at
thought it
all.
was a Disney movie. The way how it was it was very light.
you told me it was rated. You told it was rated M.
yeah.
TVMA.
You could. I would. If you told me it was
No, I think-
TVY. If you told me it was TVY7, I would have believed.
I
you.
think
Yeah.
because they were dealing with
Y7.
women and Native Americans that they felt that it was more intense to watch. So they gave it a higher rating. But I mean, most people apparently fucked
Every
with it.
male figure was destroyed.
Yeah, because that's how movies go now.
But it's all,
Except for
also,
their face. Every single time.
So they got the same rating as Stranger Things, right?
I think it got higher.
Higher.
No, I'm saying it got the same M rating as Stranger Things, right?
Stranger Things isn't
Stranger Things were
rated
pretty
M.
gruesome.
Yeah, it is.
I don't
Is it?
think it was. No.
Stranger Things is TVMA.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
whole
don't think it was
series?
that gruesome.
Uh-huh.
I
Whole
mean,
series.
it was way more gruesome than
They say,
Prey.
You got to
fuck
think.
a
I just
whole
watched.
lot.
I watched a documentary on Woodstock that had titties in it.
No, no. In comparison, I'm talking about so Stranger Things,
Really quick.
kids versus a movie with an alien predator that's supposed to just obliterate things. I'm saying that
they at the
other
same
one-
level. Of,
Yeah, no, I'm saying
right.
the Stranger Things had it was more gruesome. I felt like than
Okay,
Prey.
that's fair. I get what you're
Yeah.
saying. I get what you're saying.
Also, Woodstock
weird.
99 is one of the best documentaries on
It's
Netflix
great.
at the moment.
It's great.
But that's something you guys should go watch. Not necessarily this. I will say on a thermometer scale, because all in all, there were some fun things about it that I liked. And I think it sets a precedent. The only thing I did agree with the internet on, when shit be falling down the stairs, bro, it creeps me the fuck out.
What was that?
I don't know.
Mickey Mouse.
Damn. Anyway,
Thanks, little man.
so it sets precedent for them to just do other fun shit. So when everybody's like feudal Japan, and you throw them into all that kind of stuff, I
Yeah,
think it would be fun
be
as
great.
hell. Periodic Predator pieces, good. So if this sets precedent and I get those, awesome.
Oh, not just Predator. This is the thing I sent in the group text.
No, I know, but I'm just throwing it out there. Periodic monster pieces, whatever. Those are just fun to do, right? Like
Yeah.
that's a cool thing. So if we get that, thanks for paving the way. I do like the Predator design. I liked the end. I liked the whole end part, like the last 15 to 18 minutes. I kind of liked how that all went down. So my thermometer score is a high 4.5. My regular score is a 5 out of 10. So again, I 100% agree with Kyle on this one. I'm not upset I watched it. I obviously purposefully made time to watch it for this, but I would have watched it anyway. But it is not something that I would personally think to sit down and watch again.
So obviously I'm the resident misogynist here. So I'm going to go ahead and preface this that if cancel warning, I'm going to say something that's probably going to get us canceled. But actually, so the movie, I'm with Tim on the beginning, the beginning of the movie. Okay. So here's, I'm going to give my rating and kind of backtrack why. So my thermometer my thermometer, I'm going to give it about a 5. I'm going to give it a low 4.5. Got it. It was fine. It did it when I watched it. I'm going to agree with you and Cal. When did I watch it and go, okay, that was a movie. Like when somebody's like, this is an artist, like this was a thing. I saw it. It didn't worsen my life. It did not make it better. It exists. Cool.
I watched it.
From my critical D-Mark, D-Mark be watching his shit like D-Mark be watching his shit. I'm giving it a 0.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you why. I actually gave it a decent rating so when I personally watch things, I watch things in pieces. So you know me, you don't know me on the internet. I watch like 6 or 7 screens at a time because I don't like watching one individual thing. So I like to watch things multiple times. And sometimes I'll watch like an entire movie. I'll go back to like the first 10 minutes and I'll watch that first 10 minutes like 8 times. And then, I'll watch that middle part like 9 or 10 times. And I'll watch the end like 20 minutes, like 20 or 30 times over and over again, just because I want to see if there's a piece of media that I have a problem with. I'll watch that specific part enough times to give myself an understanding why I didn't like it. Like if I watch something once and I'm like, this kind of sucks. I'm like, well, why did it suck? So I'll watch it again.
That's fair.
Then I'll watch 30 seconds before it, 30 seconds after it, try to figure out why I don't like what I just watched. So I actually did not. So I watched this movie as an origin story. And I know Tim hates that shit. And like he hates origin stories, but I watched this movie so the first whole hour where just nothing happens, just absolutely grating. Like you're watching her just do dumb shit for the sake of dumb shit. Cause like they're trying to build up to something. I actually did not mind that because in my mind, I'm watching this movie as the first third. So I'm assuming this movie is going to have 3 movies in it. 3, It's going to be a trilogy in my mind. So I'm watching this as the first third of a 3-part movie. And I know that's going to usually be, so I can shrink it down. So what you would consider 20 minutes of a movie, I watched the entirety of the movie as that. So I watched the whole movie as the first 20 minutes of one big movie. Right. So it was a lot easier for me to be bored because I know they're going to build up to something in the next movie. There's stuff where I'm like, so, and this is what I'm going to say where my misogyny hits, and it kind of I would have given them, without the things I'm about to say, I would have probably given the movie a 5 out of 10 on my critical meter, where it did exactly what it's trying to do. It's trying to show you a protagonist overcoming something, movie ends, that's the movie. But there's certain points where I can't so if the Predator is big, fast, and strong, how does she outrun him? And here's what I mean. So in that specific scene, she runs up on old boy, kills him, takes his head off, whatever. I'm sure there's a scientist out there. I hope to God, there's a scientist out there who can analyze the speed between he kills old boy, skins him, or takes his head off, and she's still running. And then if you look at the trail in the
cornfield scene,
if you look at the trail in the cornfield, she's not at the tree line yet, and he's already like right here. And then they cut away from the tree line, cut to her. And the dude just stops chasing her. And I'm like, cool, that sucks. You're taking me out of the movie, because it would be fine if I think writers
it's the thrill of the hunt for the Predator.
Sure. No, because that when the bear was piecing him up, Bear pieced him up, and Bear kind of walked away. He got up and said, nah, you run me my ones. And the bear turned around and he finished him off. So old girl ran away. If old girl running away was enough for him to stop hunting her, he would have stopped from the jump. He wouldn't have chased her all the way to the tree line and then said, well, I guess I didn't get her, and then go away. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, sure.
Well,
but
then they explain it and say, like, you know, he didn't see her as a threat. And that's why.
Yeah.
no, he wouldn't have chased her at the beginning anyway.
No,
Why would he chase? No. He wouldn't have run all the way to the tree line if he didn't see her as a threat. He, like, you telling me, it's just like, so he killed old big boy.
He might have been playing with his food kind of thing.
Fine. You got to give me some, it's a show don't tell kind of thing.
Yeah,
show
no, I
me
get
it.
you. I'm just
show
saying.
me him going like maybe he makes like a little smirk, or he just like a little shrug. This is one of those things when
the one line that describes.
I say this in any media I watch. I am willing to suspend my disbelief, which I don't like that. I don't like that phrase.
But fine. But yeah.
Right. I'm willing to accept mediocrity if you give me one line. Like it could be dumb. It could be a stupid line. Give me the line. Like if he had just been like, and then like shrug. If he had shrugged, turned around and walked away, I'd be like, oh, he don't see it as a threat. Stupid, but I get it. When you leave pieces up to interpretation, I'm going to interpret that you don't know what you're trying to talk about, because like they get there. So when I'm watching her learn somehow set up these traps. So she sets up the traps on the dude. Then she comes in, and so Arnold Schwarzenegger, I asked a question. I asked my girl a question. Do you think this girl is stronger than Arnold Schwarzenegger? The reason why I asked is because, are you assuming that I've never seen the first Predator movies? Because she's up there piecing the dude up. Like I'm talking like so I don't know if you've ever physically people have met women. I'm sorry, I apologize for this. But like if you at like 10% strength, I can push a woman back using her full strength. So old boy had his shield out, push down on her, and she just barely she stopped it and was like not casual about it. Like he should have cut through her head.
The Rock stopped it.
Right, he should have.
The Rock that she
No. Remember,
slid.
She stopped it first, then backed up into the Rock.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I watched it because I was like, wait a minute, what? What are you talking about?
No, he brought the shield up and then she kicked backwards to get into the Rock.
That's it. How? Right. No, like you said, like
the slide is unbelievable, but she didn't stop the shield
That's what I'm
herself.
saying. Like, right. They're expecting people who have never done any physical anything to watch this movie and go, that is probably possible, which is fine. But as a, like
dirt is ice. It makes perfect sense.
Sure. Right. So you're being comedic right now. So I'm saying like, I'm watching the movie as in like, right. So I can suspend my disbelief, but you got to make it like, I like what I actually love, even though I thought it was stupid, the whole axe throwing thing. And when she pulled it back, that's not how things work. If anybody's ever, if anybody's ever used a whip or something, which is funny. A lot of our audience probably has. Anybody who agree with his comment probably has on any of our, but like anybody who's ever pulled something back, it doesn't come in a straight arc. I can forgive that because it's just what it is. But there's certain things. It's fun. But there's certain things where you're like, okay, I liked that the payoff wasn't worth the struggle, because like what I'm saying is like they got so close to, they had me believing, like they were saying that she wasn't physically able to get that shit popping. You know what I'm saying? So she had to learn from the things around her. She had to see a couple deaths to know how the shit popped off. I was like, I'm respecting this. They're letting me know she's not physically capable of popping this off, but her intellect will lead me to believe whatever she gets done will be done. And then it came down to a fist fight, essentially. A fist fight where she I like the traps. I like stuff like that. But she was brute forcing him into the traps. So the entire fight was, and you can say what you want.
No, whatever. I'm not.
If you go back and watch that fight, if you examine it from anybody who's ever physically done anything, you go, none of those things could have happened. So it sucks because like,
yeah, I
guess he just lifted up the bear.
Right, he lifted up the bear. He powered through him. By her brother, the war chief, that nigga popping up like he's like bing bing bing. He was the most believable interpretation of the scale. Like so, he was like piecing him up, woo woo woo. But the Predator is just that much better. Like he was a young Predator in my mind. Obviously, we'd have to get a little bit more specifics. But I assumed he was a young Predator trying to get his he was trying to wet his beak, you know what I'm saying? So he's taking L's. Like, when you watch the other movies, those Predators really weren't taking L's.
Right.
Like, but this Predator was taking L's and then getting his licks back. So I was like, okay, he's learning. He's young. I'm assuming this is earlier 300 years in the past. They're not on that. Their technology still has to advance. Yeah. So they're advanced, but not how they would consider themselves advanced 300 years further. They would have probably looked at them as primitives. So I can buy that he's on Earth for the first time, even though he might not have been. But all this stuff is new to him. So he's getting his legs under him. He's taking L's, but he's learning. But he wins in the end. He's their hero. He's their hero's journey. But their brother was the line at which I'm scaling the rest of the movie, because I'm like, oh, he's getting his licks. He's getting there. He's blah, 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 blah. And at the end, I don't feel like the Predator dubbed him. I feel like the fact that he could go invisible and stuff like that was the reason why the Predator won, because he just had that little bit. The technology advantage was too much. Yeah. Not that the skill was too much, because old boy was handling his own. Yeah. But they had to have him die in the dumbest way possible. Oh, he goes invisible, and the guy's like, oh, I can't see him. And then somehow he senses him at the end, right before he dies. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that was the barometer that I'm watching the rest of the movie in. She's like, oh, he shot his mask. Luckily, I know how that works. Luckily, I know how he doesn't physically touch the mask to shoot things. But is it a proximity thing? Oh, I guess I know now how that would work. Even though
she does see the dots and the arrows go to the dots.
But how does she know how that works in general? How does she know how it turns on?
She don't, but at the same time.
Right. So
she didn't turn it on. He turned it on and she pointed it at him.
His mask wasn't on his head. How did he turn on his own proximity lasers from something that's not on his head?
Oh, those are no. I'm saying so the targeting.
Right.
Well, I guess it
automatically turned on when he was in range.
No, he was trying to get his mask back. He was fucking with it.
Remember,
they show him fucking with it, and then it shoots.
And it shoots.
Okay. Yeah.
So right. So I'm gonna you know what? Fine. So he's an idiot. Cool.
Yeah, he will. I mean,
cool.
He literally watches the arrow go.
It looked like he was trying to
and then
start
instead
it.
of dodging.
Right. So again, hold on.
Shoot her from away.
Again, so I'm not looking. I'm not looking for justification of this guy is so stupid that he's been fine through the whole movie. Then in a point of panic, he turns his own shit on and then kills himself. And she knew he would do that. Cool. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that, right, you can try to explain that in a way that makes sense, and I can give you 100 reasons as to why that's stupid. But what I'm saying is, like, the entire movie had me sold on, like, I like the trap thing. They could have literally had the swamp thing could have been the end. The swamp thing could have been the thing that got him. He wouldn't have known there's a swamp there. He wouldn't know how swamps on Earth work technically. Like, she could have been like, oh, here's a trap, getting pieced up or whatever. But she literally was cutting him up. Like, he was throwing hands at her. She was blocking his shit or whatever. Like, the physical capabilities that she had compared to him, it's like a grown man fighting a child. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I know you're saying, like, oh, I know, I'm sure everybody out there was like, why are you so hung up on this? Because the rest of the movie felt
I understand.
It felt like, oh, okay, cool. They're leading me to understand that she may not have these certain capabilities, but she has these other ones, and that's what will win her the day. At the end, she just was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay. Yeah. So at the end, I'm going to rate it as, do I think that could have happened? So I'm saying, like, I gave it a 0 because there's a lot of stuff in the movie that I thought was stupid, but I could brush away. This is one of the things where I'm like, oh, well, fuck. The payoff can't be impossible. Like, you can have the rest of the movie be impossible, but if the payoff is believable given the impossible parameters, I'm fine. So it just didn't. At the end, I was like, okay, oh well, fuck, that sucks. Like so I'm sure this is probably the best way it's probably what people seeing Silva's leg bend around Chris Weidman was like, because they're like, oh, it's not possible they can lose. And then it happens and you're like, well, I don't think Weidman won. I just think Anderson Silva lost.
Is it? Everybody spent months being like,
yeah, like Anderson Silva just lost. Yeah, and it took a second fight for that. But from the first fight to the second fight, Anderson Silva Chris Weidman didn't win. Anderson Silva lost because his leg wrapped around Chris Weidman's
leg. Happened the second time. The second fight.
My bad. Yeah. Sorry. The first time was showboating. Yeah. So right.
So still the same thing. Yeah.
Again, right. So showboating, and they're like, damn, I don't think he won. Then his leg wrapped around, and they're like, damn, I still don't think he won because we're never gonna get the right fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're never going to get the fight that goes like,
looking back all those years though, the right fight was Silva showboating and somebody shutting him down because he did that every fight. So Silva did what he did every fight, and got called. I get what you're saying.
Always going to have the like.
There's an asterisk.
Like whenever I thought Machida was unbeatable, and then John Jones put that thing on there.
We going on a whole nother.
Yeah. My bad. Okay, so in general, like from a thermometer standpoint, it was a movie.
Yep, basically
4.5. From a critical standpoint of her, like, did it absolutely take me out of the movie to experience it? Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 0 from like.
I would have given it a real like score. I would have given it like a 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So like when I watched it, I was like, damn, I was literally, you know, you can ask my girl. I said, I was sold up until this fight. This fight made me feel like everything they did to lead up. It was a dream. It was a dream at the end of the movie. Like it was like watching the whole movie, and then at the end, Ghost did it. You're like, damn it! Like you had me, and then you lost me.
Last question.
You know what I'm saying?
Last question. I don't know who I was talking to about this, but did she eat the flower, and that's why he couldn't see her?
Yes.
Yeah. Lowers your heart rate,
No, bro.
No, it makes your body temperature cooler.
It makes your body temperature cool.
That was
which also lowers your heart rate.
right, but which was
I don't
funny
know.
because she only learned that part until she only. Okay, yeah,
When she
Yep.
fed it to
So
the- yeah.
we appreciate
Yeah,
y'all listening to us just fucking talk about this movie and how bad it was because it was horrible.
Well, hold on. I will want to preface this.
horrible.
I know you said it's horrible.
mid.
Like in general, I would say it's the middiest of mids.
Yeah,
it
very
was that weed that
with the seasoning, that shit brown.
yeah, like it was the weed that
Reggie.
Oh boy, it's
Oh,
Reggie.
Bob
Bob
Marley.
Marley. Yeah, it was the weed
definitely-
that Bob Marley was
It was
smoking
Bob
in that
Marley.
meme I sent earlier. It was a movie.
It was a
And
movie.
The second movie in my mind can redeem it because remember I watched this as if I know it's going to be a series. It's the ratings were too good in general. It's going to get made. The second one's going to get made. It's going to get made. The second can redeem it. So I'm going to assume that it can get
It's too
redeemed.
wild for like I
know
try
what?
not to put stock in Rotten Tomatoes like too heavy because I know, but I don't think I've ever seen a movie get reviews this high
And be so mid.
and not even be mid because sometimes I've seen movies that get high reviews and they're mid to me and I'm like, okay, I get where people are coming from. I get where people would give it good
Yeah, like
scores.
Midsummer.
I don't.
Yeah,
Shut-
we gotta
okay.
we gotta
So,
have, eventually.
I
we
got
gotta
a
have
question
a
real quick. I got a question
Okay.
real quick. So as we outro, since we just all watched this, just let the people know so maybe they can be into what you're watching. What's the next thing or what you watching right now?
What am I watching right now?
Neymar, yeah, what you watching right now? Or what's the next thing you're gonna
I
watch?
absolutely hope so. Watching this in real time. No, I already watched it. So I'm hoping. Yo, hey, shout out Corey. You know what I'm about to say. Watch it in real. I experienced this in real time. So watching it, the Mentateo documentary. If you experience, I hope if you're my age and you experience it in real time, it's crazy. Watching
Xavier,
it
what
back.
you watching or what you gonna watch next?
I don't know who Monte Teo is.
I know that's the dude who got.
I
That's,
saw
that's
the preview.
That's the catfish.
I saw the preview
okay.
on the Netflixes.
Is that what you watching next?
No.
And what you watching next?
I'm gonna go watch season 6 of Better Call Saul.
Oh yeah, that just
That's
dropped.
6
didn't it?
seasons already. I ain't seen none of that.
Yeah.
It is arguably better than Breaking Bad.
That's
It's
what I've
one
heard.
of the greatest TV
That's what people
shows
say.
ever made. I just finished season 5. Season 6, I can go get a 7-day free trial of AMC Plus. I'll watch it all in that 7 days and then forget to cancel it and pay for AMC Plus for the rest of my life.
Maui, what you watching or gonna watch next?
I am watching Made in Abyss season 2.
That's
Okay.
crazy, nigga.
Okay.
You've been talking about that for a month. You still watching?
It's ongoing. Well, I watched the whole first season,
Right.
and then now I'm watching the ongoing.
You
second
still
season.
feeling it's mid? Are you still feeling that it's mid? Because
Well,
you told me you were
hold
hate.
on.
You said you were
I was
hate watching it.
Yeah, because I got to finish the story, but it's the same thing. I got to finish it now.
Damn.
I'm watching.
Okay.
But it's starting to get pretty good.
Nice. I'm probably gonna either flip a coin and either watch.
Nobody asked you.
No, we asked him.
No, we
I'm either
did
gonna
not.
watch the new Resident Evil TV show.
Yes. Oh
I
my
heard it's
God.
great. Or I'm gonna watch Shield Hero season 2. Or I probably won't watch any. I'll probably just end up playing another 50 hours of Xenoblade 3 because it's fantastic.
I liked Resident Evil. Last thing, we don't usually do this or we're bad about it. But if you guys are watching this or listening to this or consuming it in any way, shape, or form, it's 100% free to hit like or 5 stars or subscribe on whatever the fuck it is. It helps us out a lot. We're getting some traction across the board, other places. And really the thing is anything you guys can do that's free, we're going to ask you to do it. It helps us. And you know, I'm asking.
Hey, cut them off.
Patreon ain't free, but still do that shit too. Yeah.
$3 or bucks.
$3, nigga.
You mean $3, nigga?
That's what I said.
You did say that.
He did.
I thought he said baby.